Hello students, hope you all are healthy. I Anjali Patel once again welcome you all to my class, and this video is for class 6. Today we'll continue our chapter Phases of Earliest Society 1, and we'll continue this chapter with the topic The Discovery of Fire, Arts of Early Humans, and a case study on the Deccan and Stone Age people. But before that, students, we have to discuss the answers of homework questions that I have given you in our last class. So let's discuss the homework questions. Homework questions first. So students, will start with our first homework question, that is, what is flint? The answer is, flint is a type of stone was widely used to make tools and weapons because it could be shaped easily. Now the next homework question is, which types of stone tools are called microliths? And the answer is, stone tools of small, sharp, pointed and more efficient than huge and crude stone tools of Paleolithic period are called microliths. Now, the third homework question is, what were the different methods used by early humans to make stone tools? And the answer is, the different methods to make stone tools are stone on stone, pressure flaking, and shattering technique. Now, the last homework question is, what were the main colors used in the rock painting by an early human? And the answer is, the main colors used in these paintings are red, green, white and ochre. Now students, let's start with our first topic of today. Our today's topic is the discovery of fire. So fire play a very important role in our life, and it also played an important role throughout all of the human history also. Early humans had already seen natural fires in the form of forest fires, but they did not know how to create fire on their own. So suddenly two stones rubbed accidentally, means they not did it by their will, it accidentally rubbed and the sparks fell on some dry leaves, causing the discovery of fire. And with this process, humans learned how to use fire, and then they kept a fire burning at the entrance of their caves to scare away wild animals, because wild animals are scared from fire. So they started using the burning fire to let away the animals from their caves. They also found that fire could be used to cook food, to make it easy to chew, because raw food, means raw flesh or meat, was not easy to chew. So they started cooking. They controlled use of fire, helped them not only in cooking but their food, but also kept them warm during the harsh winter. Now, the next one topic is arts of early humans. We know that early humans lived in caves, natural caves or rock shelters. Many of the caves in which early humans lived have beautiful paintings on the walls. Now, who made the beautiful paintings on the wall? Early humans made these paintings. And why they made these paintings? They want to express their feelings and to represent their activities they were doing that time, such as hunting, tribal rituals and ceremonies what they were performing that time. They want to share all these things. That's why they painted on the wall of caves. Most of these paintings are about 9,000 years old. According to archaeologists, these paintings are not made for decoration, but these paintings are to tell us or to share their beliefs and practices what the early humans used to that time. Now some examples of these type of paintings are from Madhya Pradesh, southern Uttar Pradesh, rock shelters or caves in Bhimbetka. Madhya Pradesh is famous for rock paintings. Archaeologists have discovered beautiful prehistoric rock paintings and drawings in these caves. These paintings show scenes from everyday life, such as man chasing, means running behind the animals and hunting, women's grinding and preparing food, young and old people dancing and performing other rituals. These were made with great accuracy and skill, because that time colors were not available easily. They were not knowing how to paint, means that time it was really very tough, but then also it was done with accuracy and skill. The main colors used in these paintings are red, green, white, and ochre. What is the meaning of ochre? That is geruva rang. The paints were perhaps made of grinding various rocks and minerals till they became powder and then mixed with water to make color, and some sticky substance also, such as resin from the trees. Resin like gum sticky substance was mixed with water and the powder substance to make color. Such rock paintings have also been found in France, Spain, and certain parts of other countries. Now, we'll know this with a case study that in Deccan, different prehistoric sites have been excavated, that we have discussed in our last class also, that many sites discovered at different place or different states of India. Now we'll know in this case study about the sites of Deccan that excavated by archaeologists. Some examples of these are Bhimbetka, Mahagar, Koldiva, Chiran, Bharmargiri, Payampalli, Barzhom, etc. All these are characterized by the discovery of stone tools such as choppers, cleavers, scraper. All these are stone tools. Large number of stone tools have been found in Hunski and Bechbal Valley in Deccan. Hunsagi is considered, means archaeologists think that Hunsagi was a factory site, means their stone tools were manufactured in early period. A factory site is different from a habitation site, means habitation site, a site where humans lived for a particular period of time, means not for a very long time, for some period of time, it's habitation. So Hunsagi was a factory site where manufacturing was done. And what manufacturing? Stone tools was manufactured. Archaeologists are studying these tools to find out how they were used by early humans. Recent excavations in Hunsagi Valley are showing on the Isampur quarry that more than 15,000 stone tools excavated there. Now, our next topic is Stone Age people. We have already read about the different phases of Stone Age. Now, we'll read about the Stone Age people. Human species emerged at different periods of time during Stone Age, and it can be divided into four types, means just like Stone Age divided into different phases, same as human species we have divided in four phases or four types. The first one is tool makers, which is also called Homo habilis. You can see the image. The word Homo habilis means skilled man. Means tool makers were skilled men. They were the first humans to make stone tools. So obviously they were skilled. They had nimble hands. What is the meaning of nimble? Means उनके हाथ जो होते थे बहुत फुर्तीले होते थे, फुर्तीले. And moderately large brains, moderately average large brains. Now the next type of human species were fire makers, which is also called Homo erectus. Homo erectus are called fire makers. The word Homo erectus means upright man. Upright means in a vertical position. So they were the first humans who learned how to make fire or to create light. They start how to cook meat, keep themselves warm, and frighten animals away from the fire. So they were the first humans to have same body size as us with a large brain. Means Homo erectus humans were of same size body just like us, only their brains were in large in size. Now the next one type is Neanderthals. Neanderthals, Homo neanderthalensis. They lived in caves with their family groups. They made warm clothes from animal skins and fur to stay warm in freezing cold climate. They were shorter and stronger. Their size was shorter, and they were stronger. Now, the last one type of human species is modern humans, which is the scientific name of modern humans is Homo sapiens. The word Homo sapiens means wise man, means knowledgeable man. They made art and painted rocks and walls, means now they developed from their early human species. They were more developed. They make beautiful pictures. They had large brains and slender bodies, and they are known as Homo sapiens or modern humans. So here we finished our chapter. So students, today's session is finished here. Hope you understood the topics properly. Now I have given you homework questions. Not only you have to complete your question answers, but you have to complete your exercise that I have given you for homework. So read the chapter properly and find out the answers of questions and exercise also. In our next class, we'll discuss the answers of questions and the exercise like fill in the blanks, tick the correct and true false also. Till then, stay safe. Thank you.